Previously on our classic mini rebuild, we have stripped and repaired the interior, managed to remove the engine and subframe, ended up dropping the engine, having to do a complete engine rebuild. With all that done, we finally managed to get the Mini off to the body shop, and because it ended up being such a big job, it's pretty much been there ever since. So with that being said, we were struggling to find something to do, so other Max that you've seen on multiple episodes on our channel very kindly agreed to bring over his beautiful Land Rover Series 3, Sandy the Landy. So today we're going to try and take on the simple task of changing the Speedo cable on this old Landy. We've actually got Max's Land Rover around. It's a beautiful Land Rover Series 3.
Series 3 1980, what is it, 109 inch? Yeah, that's about it really.
Yeah.
Bogo standard Landy.
Nice.
Ex-military we think, as far as we can tell.
What Max has been doing over the last, 6 months, 7 months, is basically just restoring most of this engine. The rest of the car was alright, wasn't it really?
Paint job was good, that it didn't run. Well, you helped me, you came with me to pick it up.
Yeah.
Car didn't run, we didn't know if it drove, we didn't even know if it turned over. So we took a risk on it when we put it.
Paid off big time though, didn't it?
Yeah, luckily, first day we had it back, we took your truck around. We made sure it wasn't seized, and she actually ran it very rough. But then that was a good point. We knew, well, at least it wasn't just a waste, so happy days. Sorry.
So one of the last few jobs that we've got to do, which Max is cracking on with now, we've got a new throttle cable to attach. So in this video, you're going to see how...
Speedo. Sorry.
So today we're going to see how we put in a new Speedo cable on a Land Rover Series 3. Let's do it.
I've made a mistake.
Always.
The more I push it, the more it breaks, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Oh no. No. What I was trying to do was to put these through on the same grommet, but now all I've done is ruin the grommet, and the plastic around here is so sun damaged and bleached, every time I push on it a new bit falls off. So
let me guess, you got impatient, rushed it, and now it's broken? Yeah. So the Speedo cable is quite unique in these cars, because what it does is actually run from the back of the dial, so this is the dial here, it runs out through there, out into the engine bay. There's a bit of a C shape, a loop, and actually comes down back into the car, joins here. This is the Speedo cable, all the way into the side of the gearbox there, which...
Hello!
Hello! Oh. Hello under there.
How are we?
Which, that's where it takes the speed reading from the
gearbox directly.
Gearbox. So it goes through the gearbox, all the way into the front of the car, and then back through the dashboard, into the back of the dial. You see here the state of the old cable. Yeah. Well, it's definitely time for a new one.
Yeah.
So we got it routing down there, through there, it needs to go all the way down through there.
I need to get that one out.
Get the old one out. Comes through there, around the corner. Comes here. It's here.
Oh, because I pushed it through, that's why.
Ah, okay. So it wants to go over the top, really, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to push that back through over the top of that then.
Brilliant. There you go.
As long as it goes over that, it doesn't matter. I can sort it out afterwards.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's got holders for it, so
there you go.
it's just as long as that's following through. And then I can see.
Oh, now that head torch is a sexy look.
Oh, yeah. Ladies, lock your husbands up.
Right. Oh yeah, that's the money shot right there.
What do we call that? We call that crud of the desert. Mixed with sand, oil, and whatever the hell leaks out the gearbox.
So I'm sure, as you've guessed, what Max is doing here is getting underneath the car and just cleaning away all the crud and mud off the back of the gearbox, so he has access to the screws that hold the retaining plate on, which holds the Speedo cable in place in the back of the gearbox.
I hope there wasn't specific varieties for different years. I just bought whatever.
So this is just a generic Speedo cable.
It is for a Landy Series 3.
Oh, it should be alright then.
But year and gearbox. I don't know if there is a difference. We might find out there was.
So once it was cleaned away, Max was able to remove the screws that hold the retaining plate in place and pull the cable out. As the Speedo cable is basically a tube, there is a long thin metal wire that is twisted that runs through the center of that tube. There's a part in the gearbox that spins. As that spins, it spins the metal wire, which spins your Speedo cable to tell you what the speed is. And it's that cable that we couldn't remove out of the back of the gearbox.
So all they're doing is working.
If that screw there, we have to unscrew that if that loosens something in there so we can pull this out.
I know, mate, honestly, I think it's just rusted in place.
That old cable.
Let's have a look at internet.
That old cable just doesn't seem to want to come out.
So while we do some research into how we remove this cable, we wanted to check that the new cable did actually work. So we put the new cable into the back of the Speedo and then actually put a drill on the end of the wire that leads to the back of the Speedo. And basically by standing there and squeezing the trigger on the drill, we're actually checking to see if the wire spins enough to spin the Speedo to give us a speed reading on the Land Rover's speed dial. I think it went about as well as you probably expect it would.
Oh.
That's such an interesting way of testing it. I love it.
Well, it works. Look.
No, yeah, I love it.
You'll like this as well. Because mine's a bit broken. And I've got to fix this at some point. We can take.
Oh my god. Yeah, new dashboard required.
Yeah, the problem is the left-hander ones are slightly more rare.
Well, there you go. If anybody's got a left-handed Series 3 dashboard,
I'll be appreciative.
he's willing to pay up to £1,000 for it.
What? Think not.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I think we need a new bloody dial as well. Look at it. Come on.
Is it in there?
I'm trying to get it off to make sure it's spinning. It's a nightmare, this.
I love how you can just snap your dashboard in half.
It's clearly not designed for that, but anyway.
At least you only have to remove one dial at once then. Happy days.
Is the cable spinning? Very much so. So
it's not connected in the back of it properly.
dial's broken anyway. So
Dial's broken?
dial's broken. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's 200 quid. I know that much.
So we didn't actually have to take the old cable out, probably.
Well, let's just finish off the job down there anyway.
Yeah, you may as well get
And
all the
then,
cable in, and then when you get your new dial, you're good to go.
When I get my new dial and dash, we're sorted.
So let us know in the comments below if you can get us a dashboard, left-hand drive for a Land Rover Series 3. Quite hard to get a hold of, I know that much.
So with that slightly disappointing news behind us, and now having the necessity to change everything anyway, we go back to trying to remove the Speedo cable from the back of the gearbox. And this time we're going to try and put the gearbox into different settings, just in case there's some like weird clutch mechanism that would release it when we tried to put it in reverse or two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. We're not sure, so we're just trying to do what we can here.
I like this Land Rover.
Try not to stand on max. Yeah. Too late.
Too late. Oh well, he don't mind.
Actually, a spring.
Got much longer screwdriver, you get a bit more torque out of that.
Yeah, I need a bigger head.
Don't know what to say to that. Thumbnail.
Ah! Ah! Nah.
So we've actually gone from not being able to take the cable out whatsoever to, once we figure out how to actually do this, we're going to tackle it again in the morning. So Max is actually going to take the Land Rover away, come back in the morning, we'll try and fix it in the morning.
I've got to
So
go.
what we're doing now
Put the cable back on.
is basically tag teaming this the returning plate. We're going to tag team that to put the screws back in place and the plate back on. And then hopefully figure out what to do by the morning.
Problem is, I can't get my fingers in there because they're fat. Got fat fingers.
Yeah, but we're like slim, athletic young men.
Oh yeah, yeah. As long as I get one in, it'll be all right.
Just fingering a Land Rover. If I get underneath the car...
Yeah, I can hold it in place and then you can screw it in.
You do the screwing, so you can see what you're screwing with your head torch.
I never took it off now. God damn it.
I'll get underneath the car and hold it.
Yeah, it's always the same. Oh, I've dropped it again. Damn.
Now, for people who think that working on all cars is easy, what you're about to see is two people take way longer than necessary to simply just put in one screw into the bottom of this Land Rover.
Where? Well, it ain't up here. I've got one screw to put back on. No wonder it was so damn easy to get off, because it was going to be a pain to get back on again. It's always the way. If I guide the screw on, can you screw it in while I hold the bracket in place?
Yeah.
Right. Almost. Hold on, let me release it and I'll let you know when. Yeah. Yes! Teamwork makes the dream work.
How can that be a two-man job? Just putting in one screw.
Don't ask me questions I would like to not answer.
So despite that taking two fully grown men over an hour to sort out, I suppose we can call that mission complete.
I don't know where they are, wherever you put them the other day.
I didn't take this off.
You did?
No, I really didn't.
What does Xander do it?
Well, you have to ask Sander.
I have to ask Xander. Damn. You did take it off. Why did you take it off?
I didn't take this off.
Yes, he did.
I didn't.
He's lying, folks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did. Oh, bugger off.
Done. Right. Check back in the morning. We'll see if we can get this returning plate off. We can see if we can figure out how to get this cable off. We'll do some YouTube research tonight, I reckon. But let's see how it goes. I don't know what else to say really. We're trying to figure this out as we go along, a bit with the Mini, but this car, unlike the Mini, it was already pretty good. So this is just a bit of finessing that we're doing. But Max is probably enjoying it. It's a beautiful car. So cue the B-rolls. Let's show you around. Right, it is the next morning, if you include the 2 months in between where we actually didn't do anything on the Land Rover.
Yeah, she threw up a few problems on the way home.
She did. So what happened? We went around the compound.
Yeah, and then you said you wanted to drive it.
I wanted to drive it, and then all of a sudden I was like changing gear, and the clutch pedal kept getting harder and harder, and then completely fell to the floor. Every gear change started to feel funny, and then we found out that...
Well, you had a bit of a leakage, didn't we?
A little bit of a leakage.
So I've been waiting for parts.
So we've been waiting for parts because basically the clutch master cylinder decided to not be a cylinder anymore.
No, it was more of a cylinder with a hole.
Yeah. So we're back. After a few months, we're going to try and repair the Speedo cable.
Finish that job first, then the clutch.
One job, then the clutch, and then...
Well, then the brakes after that, but that's just something that I need to do anyway.
And then the difference is we've actually got...
And the exhaust.
And the exhaust.
I think
the exhaust on that.
Yeah, but I bought the wrong one, found out halfway through installing it, and had to send it back. And because of the slight delay in timings with things, I've got one on order.
We're really good at this, honestly. We're really, really good at this.
Yeah, this is the problem with it being ex-military. I don't know. And half of it's 50-50 between a normal standard car and half of it's military style. So,
but
it's a fun learning process.
At least this time, we have the actual repair manual.
Yeah, I found one.
We can actually do it as per the repair manual.
Right, instrumentos. And speedometer cable removal complete. Removal, 88.55. You'd think I would have read it before, I still haven't read it yet.
Wait, so we've had 2.5 months to read this manual and we haven't read it yet?
No, I was going to say, I wasn't thinking about doing it, was I? Oh, and in the process as well, the new cable has managed to melt onto the old exhaust. So that's another added bonus.
So which cable are we repairing?
Well, we're putting the new damaged one onto the, what do you call it? Into the gearbox, if we can figure out how it works from this thing.
And have you got a new Speedo dial?
No, I haven't. No, I need to take that out and take it back with me to the UK, and I'm going to get someone to refurb it rather than buy a new one. If I can... I haven't got around to it, but
So
I
how are
will
we
be
going to
doing
tell
it.
whether or not it's working?
Well, no, the main thing is when it's back on the ground, we can see if the cable spins. But only when it's the clutch is fixed.
We're sort of losing to this car at the moment.
It's because you said it was fine, there was nothing wrong with it, and then afterwards it all went wrong.
It's all my fault. So here goes nothing. Let's try and get this cable repaired after we've spent the next 2 hours reading the manual and not understanding what it says.
Well, chaps, I've just read it.
Oh yeah?
Disconnect the cable at the gearbox.
Is that all it
That's the
says?
instruction. So that's what we were doing. That literally says, number 5, last step, disconnect the cable at the gearbox. Oh, and refitting, reverse of 1 to 5.
So, that,
Right, I'm guessing it is just unscrew and pull.
let's unscrew and pull.
It looks worse than I thought. So, as you can see, as I've been driving, I'm fixing the exhaust as well. I'm waiting for that one to come from the UK. It has sort of rested on a lovely object that's rather hot. So, I melted it. But don't worry, it still spins, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's just, should we call it character building? I am undoing the bolts we did up the other day. Oh, joy. You remember part 1 where we lost the screw? I've lost the screw again. I saw where the I saw where the nut. No, what is it? The spring washer has gone.
Thankfully this time we did actually manage to find the screw pretty easy. With the retaining plate removed, it was finally to do what step 5 of the manual says.
Disconnect the cable at the gearbox.
And that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Starting with Max grabbing the metal part of the Speedo cable, giving it a good tug, absolutely nothing happening, and to be honest, this pretty much set the tone for the entire day. Us constantly struggling to do the simplest tasks, made very difficult by a very old car.
Every time I've done this job before in other cars, it just pulls out. Why have you got to be special and different?
I guess all we can say, this is part of the fun and the learning of working on old cars. And realistically, we absolutely love doing it.
I don't get it.
That doesn't seem right to me at all, that.
No. Doesn't seem right at all. Add some brake cleaner in it. Let's pull! God damn it!
But it's just not coming out, is it? Unless we do, I don't know, do a collective effort to yank it off, yank it free.
Yeah, I just don't want it to snap and then we have no actual leverage on it anymore.
No, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
Unless you get a pair of pliers at the base of it there.
Well, that's what I just tried. I couldn't
pull.
I think we found the problem of the breakage. It snapped inside. Well, that explains why that broke, but it doesn't explain why the speedometer's broke.
But the speedometer might not be broke.
Well,
it
no,
might
we
just
tested
not
it,
have
remember?
but it might not have a good connection. That's the thing.
Well, either way, that you see that should come out all the way because that isn't long enough for the whole cable. So half the cable's in here, half of it's there, snapped inside somewhere. That's garbage. But
Garbage.
we try the old yank it. Oh yeah, we might have
Did that
popped
work?
it. Well, no.
Oh. Whoa, what was that noise? You played it like a guitar string.
Well, it essentially is a big guitar string. I don't want to pull the bloody thing off its axis. Hands!
I'd be surprised if you did.
I'm not. God damn! What the hell is holding this in? There shouldn't be anything in there, but my God.
Now we checked this manual, and his manual literally says to just pull it out.
Pull it out. Disconnect the cable at the gearbox. Why won't you pull out? Right, cover your eyes. I'm hoping a bit of spray will dislodge whatever's loose or hard in there. The colour that comes out is just pure rust brown. That's my...
So it's probably just really rusted, isn't it?
I think that's what's happened, to be quite honest with you. I think it's just rusty. You can hear the click, right?
Yep.
Right, I'll give it the old yank.
Now that is a technique. Look at that. Go on, keep going. Come on, why'd you pay all that money for the gym?
Because I don't go. I can see this flicking in my face as well.
I've never seen. You're gonna get whipped.
I'm gonna get whipped, blinded, concussion all at once. Just finding a better way to grip it.
Oh, watch the bottom there. Oh. Oh, careful, you'd scratch all your paintwork off. You got a little rag or something you can put there?
I've got a bit of tape.
Right, so let's try that. Let's try, you get your pliers and grip it there. I'll use your hammer setup and grip it back here, and we'll just do a joint pull on it.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Ready?
Yeah, go. Oh! Oh! Hey!
Hey!
That scared the crap out of me.
It's all right, you're safe.
Oh my God.
Another one of our miracle, how did nobody die moments. Just like that, we managed to get the cable out, and we, at least this time, only almost killed you again. That horrible old cable gone. Look at that, done.
Wilson!
And your brake cleaner's running away.
My last and only.
I don't blame it. Right, so what's the next step?
The reverse, apparently, according to the book. I can't believe it literally was just brute bloody force.
Well,
That was a lot of force there.
yeah, but that cable's probably been in there for what?
Well, since it was
Since it was built, probably.
yeah, 50 years.
The old one that rusted away. This one that's melted a little bit, so hopefully it goes on all right. We've already, as you saw earlier,
Tested
threaded the cable through the car.
Yeah.
We tested the cable in the back of the Speedo, and it didn't read the speed, did it?
All right.
Why don't we try just giving it another test and see whether or not the Speedo works after a month and a half? Click it in and then click it back out, and then it might work this time.
Well, on here. The cable's not even plugged into the speeder.
Oh, is that why it never worked?
Don't think so, but
So
sure.
should we try plugging it all
Surely
in?
not. Oh, please don't tell me that was what it was. No,
Did we get there?
We're getting there. Well, it didn't just fall out. Oh, it fell out. Ready? For the moment of truth.
Oh shit, nothing.
No, nothing. Oh, bloody hell.
Well,
I'm not convinced it's in though.
Yeah, exactly. It must be the connection at the back of it.
I'm genuinely not convinced. I just don't want to unplug everything. It's just hard work then, isn't it? Simple. It's this. I just want to keep it simple. Can you keep the motor going while I push? Yeah, it's spinning. Right, so it's spinning. So it's working.
Right, so we know the cable's working. So it
The
must be
cable's working.
Whatever the connection is in the back.
Well,
of
it
that-
should be working because
that
it's brand
dial.
bloody new.
Well, apart from you melted it.
Well, that's by the by. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Try again.
Ready? This time.
No,
Damn it.
it's not in enough. Is it coming out now?
not in all the way?
I'm just thinking it's just in.
Yeah, that looks like it's in.
No, it's not in because it's not clipped properly.
So now we're going to get the old wire, put that in, shove it right in there.
Now I felt that's what it feels like when it's connected.
Clicked. And then use the drill to spin the rest of this wire.
And that way we know if
the old wire, and then we know if it's the clock or if it's just the fact that it won't click in.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's the fact that it won't click in. So that felt like that was in because I felt it slide in.
Right. Moment of truth.
Still not working anyway, so don't worry. So there is the clock as well. I think someone's clocked it and broken it.
Yeah,
because it's only got 3 kilometers on the clock.
At this point, we've pretty much run out of ideas until Max tried something a little bit different with the drill.
Should we go reverse?
You got 2.
What?
Did it work?
Look at it. Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
It's
You're not
spinning
spinning it the right way.
Million miles in that direction, and then suddenly.
Hey! Don't do it too much, and break your clock.
No. So we're gonna do 6.
So we know the clock works.
Oh, hello. Tripping. Awake. Oh, look at that. It's as fast as this will ever go. Let's see if we can do a tonner.
Go on, get it up to 140. Put your foot down.
Whoa! Wow. It's never been that fast in its life. So that trip gauge is working. Let's see if it clocks over on the kilometer thing. Hey, there it is.
There we go.
Just gonna make sure it gets another one.
That's a result. However, what we need to do, actually, what we should do is put the new cable back in and spin that in reverse in case that was the issue. We weren't spinning it in reverse.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. So put the new cable back in, regardless of whether or not you feel it click, just as far as you think it needs to go. And then we'll spin the new one in reverse and see if that works.
All right.
Right, so moment of truth. So we think we've plugged it in at the back. So we think the cable's in the clock. We're gonna spin it
Ready?
now. Is that in reverse?
Yeah. It's just not in.
So then it's
just not in.
Definitely the cable that's just not in at the back. So all we have to do
Why won't it go in at the back?
is figure out how to put it in.
Maybe.
So try and just pull some of the metal wire through a bit more. And shove that in.
And you know what? The book did say this.
So we'll, why did we not do it?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't bloody link it to that, did I? Because it was the wrong end.
Right, shove that in. All the way till it clicks. Oh my god.
Then reinstall the clip. If this is it, I'm going to cry.
Right, so all that should be clipped together. So let's go back round so we can see the clock.
Right. Oh, bloody hell.
Yay!
I fixed it.
So what's that, about 8 hours and 2 months? But at least we don't have to buy a new clock. We still need a new dashboard, so if you know anybody that can help us out to get us a new dashboard for this car, it'd be great. Left-hand drive, not right-hand drive. But after we remembered what the manual says, we actually managed to get it fixed. So there you go. That, in a very, very, very long way round, is how you change a Speedo cable. So now, next job.
Clutch pedal that you broke.
Oh yeah, I got to fix the clutch pedal. We'll put the end of the cable back into the gearbox.
Yeah, finish one job before starting another one.
Finish that one, which is, I guess is going to be another case of plug and play.
Should be, as long as we get the holes in.
So, cable into the gearbox, screws in so the retaining plate sits flush, and then that's it.
Yep.
New Speedo done.
Yeah.
Be able to see how fast you're not going.
I cracked 20 kilometers an hour.
Right, so now the reverse of what we just did. Shove the cable back in, bolt it up.
Yeah.
Bob's your fish.
Bob's your fish?
Something like that, isn't it?
Uncle, innit?
Is it?
I thought it was his uncle. Right. Let's pull that through so it doesn't melt again.
Don't melt on hot exhaust.
New. Let's see.
Shove it in the hole.
Well, let's see.
Thankfully this time everything lined up really nice. We got the Speedo cable in place, the returning plate on and the screws in with not that much fuss.
So we got the Speedo cable done. We're just having a look now at the inside of the engine bay here to get to the clutch master cylinder, and I'll show you around and show you sort of what we have to do to get it off. In there, the unit on the right hand side is basically the clutch master cylinder housing, and what we're hoping is that we can undo all the bolts and get that out without having to remove the wing which sort of goes over the top. So we're going to try that first to see how it goes, and then hopefully it goes smooth enough to where we can just change the master cylinder, and then it's just a case of re-bleeding the system.
I love it because most of the troubles come from a part that costs about £10. £10. About that.
Well, you said it now.
So it's just the same unit, sits in there. And there's 2 bolts on here that go up against the pedal connector. You can push it in and out from that. I can't do it while it's in there, but that's the idea. And then this is the new pipe that goes across behind, which is going to look like a bit of fun to actually feed through.
Feeding it in will be a bit of a pain, but I reckon to get it out, we just slice it down the middle, pull one side out of one side and one side out the other.
I would quite like to learn how to pull it out. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be. I don't actually think that'll be as bad as you think. I think once it's disconnected from that side, it'll be just a case of twisting it around until you can wiggle that bit behind there.
True. Just everything else.
I don't think
everything else has been a pain, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're undoing the bolts here?
Yeah. So I'm getting the whole unit out.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to do.
There we go. Right, I've just loosened. I'm undone.
This unit itself is loose. Now I have to undo this one to pull it out. I think we'll be able to get it out without. I don't
see why you need to set the wing off.
Well, compared to the Speedo cable, this actually seems to be a straightforward job. So with the bolts disconnected that hold the metal housing in place, we can move on to very delicately removing the hose from the back of the master cylinder.
He's got his saw out.
I am not bothered. You can judge me in the comments. Oh, I just sawed my paintwork.
Hey! Yeah, there we go.
But that hose is definitely not attached to the back of the master cylinder anymore, which means at least we can move on to the other side of the hose, which thankfully is much more accessible in the engine bay. So a few twists of the spanners, and as you can see, it snapped away pretty clean and eventually was pretty easy to remove, and that can go straight into the scrap bin. Moving on, and the next job to do is to undo all the nuts and bolts that are now attaching the clutch master cylinder to the metal housing and actually to the clutch pedal, which is on the inside of the car, which is a pretty difficult thing to remove simply because there's not that much access space in and behind and around the master cylinder and the top of the pedal where it connects to the end of the master cylinder.
So you're trying to get that thread out there.
So that nut there, right at the edge, and I'm just moving it so I can get basically it off the edge without losing the nut. In saying that, it's just come to a stop at the end there.
So yeah, overall this is a very finicky exercise. It took a long time to get all the nuts and bolts separated, but eventually we managed just that, which means the master cylinder is free and we didn't have to remove the entire wing of the car.
I wonder why this failed. Oh, well, that's why it failed. It's perished. Fair enough. To be fair, this was the one bit I didn't fix, so I thought, well, it's not leaking. It won't need to be replaced. And you start using something that's not been used for 10 years, and it obviously starts leaking. I don't know if I'm cleaning this off or if I'm cleaning my hands off. I'm not sure which is more dirty.
Don't know, it definitely looks cleaner.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's done.
Seems to be more clean.
Can we get that on without? Yes.
Slide it on over the top.
Yep.
Whoa, tight fit. That's what we like. I don't know what's easier, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
This will be a journey of discovery.
I have a suspicion none of it will be easy. You know what, I'll put that one back on first, because I can actually reach that one.
So to reattach the master cylinder is just the reverse of everything we've just done, which is a case of getting it lined up with the metal housing and reattaching the bolts, making sure that the plunger end actually goes through the top of the pedal and the two nuts attached to keep the pedal in place. And that is the master cylinder reattached back onto the car. All of this we managed to actually do in 10 minutes, so we're well impressed with ourselves.
Let's try and feed it through. Go down the back of everything, innit?
The next and last step of the refitment is to actually take the new hose that came with the kit and reattach it to the back of the master cylinder, get it all plumbed in, then it's a case of re-bleeding the system and hoping the clutch pedal works. Now in order to get this pipe to fit, it might be a case that you might have to do the same as us, which is to bend the pipe in order to get it around obstacles that are in the way. For example, we had to bend the master cylinder side of the pipe in order to be able to get it behind the steering rack and feed it through so it reaches the back of the master cylinder.
Right, I'll do. Don't have to go crazy.
I'll put a nice dimple in it, where it's not going to have a dimple, but...
Yeah, but look at that.
Oh.
Straight through first time.
So like I said, with that thread through, now it's just a case of reattaching it to the master cylinder, which is where we came across our first real issue with this part of the project, where for some reason we couldn't get the two connectors to match, and it seemed like the connector that was on the end of the hose was the wrong size for the master cylinder.
It's the same bloody size.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a device on it. You see the device? Why would that not come standard? So we've got to get that off.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
So after comparing the master cylinders together, Max noticed that there's some sort of connection screw that goes into the master cylinder that we're going to nickname the device, because we've no idea what it's called. But thankfully, because we didn't throw anything away, we were able to stick this master cylinder into a vise, disconnect the original hose, disconnect the so-called device, and use that to reattach it to the new master cylinder. So with our device connected to the master cylinder, it's just a case of once again connecting the hose at both ends, making sure that everything is nice and tight. And with that complete, that is the whole master cylinder and new hose pipe all connected, plumbed in, ready to go without having to remove the wing. The next step will be to refill the master cylinder with the brake fluid or dot floor fluid or whatever you want to use for the clutch on this old car. But for now, we can say that is mission successful with the Speedo cable and the master cylinder. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Max for bringing around the Land Rover so we could work on it in the first place. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd have done differently. Any mistakes we might have made, we're all ears because we are here to learn. Coming up in the future episodes, we're going to be doing a UK series where we go on a few adventures, all related to cars, while we go for a bit of a holiday back in the UK. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next. And we'll see you soon in the next episode.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I fixed it. Ladies, lock your husbands up.